In this video we're going to talk a little bit about rearranging the acceleration equation here and using it for some more tricky questions. So first of all, this equation obviously is in the form that you're given it in the formula booklet. We now need to rearrange it. So how can we do that? Well, let's say we want to rearrange it into a form so that we can work out what delta v, what the change in velocity is. Now to do that, you're going to need to take the equation here, a equals delta v over t. And what we need to do is we need to manipulate this equation so that we've got delta v on its own. So we want that on its own. So in order to do that, you need to multiply both sides by t. Okay? And if you do that, what you'll find is those two cancel out. And now you have the equation delta v equals a times t. Okay? That's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is to use the triangle. If you use the triangle, you're going to have delta v at the top, a times t at the bottom. Okay, and if I want to work out delta v, I cover that and I can see that delta v is equal to a times t. Okay, so that's the first thing to do. Let's say I want to work out what t is now. Well, if I want to work out what t is, I again need to rearrange this equation. Okay, so a equals delta v over t. So I need to get t on its own. Okay, so to do that, first of all, again, I need to multiply both sides by t. So if I multiply both sides by t, these ones are going to cancel out. And I've now got t times a equals delta v. Now I want to get rid of a from this side, so to do that I've got to divide that side by a. If I'm dividing that side by a, I have to divide this side by a. These two cancel out, and now I have my solution, delta v over a. But again, you can use the triangle if you want. Okay, if you use the triangle, you want to calculate t, you cover it, and you can see that it's delta v divided by a. Okay, so using either the triangle or this way of rearranging the equation is acceptable. But the point is you've got three different forms of this equation now. Whoops. Okay, three different forms of that equation.